Hello, everyone. This is Mark Cforth, and I'm here with a new product vendor that we have. It's Sweet Leilani Cosmetics. This is the founder, Leilani herself, that's on the call with me. And we're just going to be kind of walking through what this new product's all about. It's very unique. It's different. She's got a great story to share with everybody. So let's kind of begin at the beginning. Leilani, obviously, this is a very unique skincare line. So how did this kind of start for you to begin with?
The short version is I never set out to have a company. I work in film and TV as a hair and makeup stylist. But I was styling wigs for stunt drivers, and I really loved doing that. So I started styling wigs for cancer patients out of a bedroom. And they needed help with makeup, and I had kit loads of makeup, but it was full of gunk. It was full of chemicals, toxins.
Stop there just a second. So you said you were working with cancer patients. How did that happen? How did you get to the point of you were in a hospital, what, doing volunteer work or something, working with? Explain
Yeah.
that.
I just started going around to the Look Good, Feel Better programs that were in the hospitals and started there and found out pretty quick that they would rather have had their wig styled in private instead of in a group setting where,
Mhm.
they wanted to be positive. So,
Okay.
so I started volunteering with them out of my bedroom, a bedroom.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so then they needed help with makeup. And I thought that like there's got to be something better out there. And I
Mhm.
started researching ingredients and quite frankly fell down a rabbit hole, realizing and understanding the kinds of chemicals and toxins that were in these products. And then I always say my first two mistakes were then that how hard could it be to create a product and how hard could it be to take it to market?
Uh-huh.
It was very hard, but I'm
Yeah.
alive in the market today because there is a need for clean, plant-based beauty products.
Right. That's amazing. So, and obviously you were a makeup artist, so you were using all the existing things that are on the marketplace now. So probably you started looking at what was in them, going, "Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good." And so now you went on this direction of, okay, I want to make something that's really clean and something that's really healthy. So tell me a little bit of how that evolved.
So then I went and got specialized in paramedical corrective makeup and started going around to the burn units and the cancer wards. And now I was working with dermatologists, plastic surgeons, cancer oncologists, and they were sending me people, some of them tragically, disfigured or terribly burned, and I needed
Right.
more products.
Mhm.
So that's when I created the rest of the line and took it to market. So in Canada, where I'm from, I'm in
Mhm.
drug, grocery, and health food stores.
Mhm.
But fast forward it, little did I know what clean beauty would mean to the everyday woman today. So we're
Right.
vegan, we're cruelty free, gluten free, soy free, we're totally sustainable, 100% biodegradable packaging, soy ink. So our tagline's better beauty for you, your health, and the planet.
Okay. That's a nice tagline. I like that. Say that one more time. That's nice.
Better
Better.
beauty for you, your health, and the planet.
Okay, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
So now let's talk a little bit about the product. So, I mean, how did you then sit down and say, okay, I want to develop this type of a product line? So, who did you talk to? Who did you work with to make this a reality?
Well, I worked with chemists. We went back and forth. I brought them a ton of stuff from my kit that said, I want it to apply like this. I want it the texture to be this, but get rid of all the crap. By
Mhm.
then, I knew what was good, what was bad, what I wanted, what I didn't want, what was blacklisted for the FDA or Health Canada. And we just went back and forth and back and forth. And I was using it in film on everybody. I needed it still to work in film, and I needed it to look natural. I needed men to wear it. And funny enough, when I came back from my training in LA, I had wanted also to work with funeral homes so that I could do makeup and make the loved ones look better. But I found out pretty quick I had to be an embalmer as well, and I didn't want to be. So, sort of dialing it back, I ended up taking the product and teaching embalmers how to make loved ones look even more natural with the products that I was creating. So that was kind of full circle for me there.
Yeah. And so, how long ago did you actually develop this product line? How long has it been now?
My first product, we've been about 15 years because,
Okay.
I had to test.
So this is not something that started yesterday. This is something that,
No,
yeah, it's got some
no,
history.
no. But I've been retail for at least 12 years full on. Yeah.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, my friend actually dealing with cancer right now, and it's kind of interesting because one of the things
Um,
she told me, she said, all my life I've just kind of used whatever is out there. And she said, but she's got this point now. I'm going to start making sure that what I take into my body is organic and clean, and what I put on my body, my face, and everything else is the same. So it's kind
mhm.
of interesting because she doesn't even know about your product line right now, but I am sure she's going to be one of your first customers because now
Yeah.
she's convinced I'm not putting anything on my skin any longer that it is not natural. And
No, it goes further than that. That's a whole other story because, people are getting on the bandwagon about what they're eating, but they don't realize that our skin is the largest organ and everything is getting infused into our system. And young girls going through puberty, it's affecting their breast tissues and their cycles. Women trying to get pregnant, the toxins are wreaking havoc on their hormones, their reproductive system. You got people going through cancer, menopause. Like there's so much. It's such a bigger story, and people just don't realize that. And I use the analogy of someone who's celiac. They can't eat gluten,
yeah,
but they can't put it on topically either because it's infused into their skin, and in some cases it's very detrimental. So that just shows you what all these toxins are doing. Women put on 5 to 20 toxins in beauty products, hair care, skin care, body care in one day. Like
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it really is, and it's interesting. You said most people think, well, if I solve the problem by just what I take internally, I'm going to be good. But you're right, and even for me, and I've kind of been around the kind of nutraceutical and the health and wellness field all my life. I just until recent years didn't realize just how much, of course, the skin takes in, and it takes in, like you said, a great percentage of all the toxins that go in your body. That's one of the things. For example, we have a water purification company we're using now, and it used to be, well, I'm drinking good water, but now I'm taking the shower from the bad water, right? So it's
That's
kind of the same concept. I want to make sure that water that I'm putting on my skin is just healthy as the water that I'm drinking, and that's what you're obviously saying about your products is to.
absolutely. And you could take it a step further that when you go to have that shower and wash off all that shampoo and those beauty products, that's going down the drain into our marine life. And
Mhm,
now it's in our food chain because you're eating the fish and
mhm.
and it's harming the planet. And like it's just such a big discussion that has so many different segues to it.
Right. So tell me a little bit about your products, okay? So what product line what do we have right now as far as the product line, and what is it designed for? Is it just strictly for makeup, or is it also for helping to revitalize the skin and the look and your so just share with me what the product itself.
Yeah, so we're all plant-based and all skincare infused. So we are a cosmetic company, but we excel at complexion products, and that's foundations and powders, go-to products that women need and wear every day almost. So I don't waste my time or my resources on lipsticks and eyeshadows and stuff like that. There, you can get those anywhere, and that's something that people just sort of pick up here and there. I deal with what they're putting on every day on their skin. So it's
Mhm.
got to be anti-aging, or it's got to be hydrating or feeding the skin, nourishing the skin, and it's got to be clean. So, a woman who's putting on foundation every single day or reapplying it, that's not healthy. So we need to make something healthy that they are putting on every day, and that's kind of what we are.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So in closing, Leilani, is there anything you want to kind of leave us with, or anything, a special message about you or the company or the product that you want to share with everyone?
I think that I'm just on a mission to redefine what beauty means to the everyday woman today. And we need to educate people. And that's what I'm about. I'm all about educating first. The product comes second.
Mhm.
It's, our company is very hands-on. You can get in contact with us at any time if you have any kind of skin issues or you're undergoing any kind of condition. Reach out. We have an artist on hand at any given time that will shade match you. Yeah, we're just here. And
Nice. Yeah.
I just say, like, it's time to clean out your beauty bag, one product at a time. You don't have to throw it all out, but the next time you run out of that foundation, think about what you're doing before you buy that next one.
Yeah, that's good. That's fantastic. This was a very enjoyable interview, and I tell you, just listening to you talk about the skincare line that you've got and the cosmetic line, because it's really cosmetic as much as skincare, correct? It's going
Yes.
to. I think we're going to see some just serious interest in using this product. And obviously, if people start seeing the difference and feeling and feel better about themselves because they're taking it, I think you've got something that's going to do very well. And we're excited to have you as a product partner.
Oh, I'm excited to join forces as well. Thank you.
Thank you. So, as you can see, great product, great story, something that I think a lot of people are not only going to use once, but this might be one of those products that you'll use for a lifetime. So let's keep this thing going because we got a lot to share with you tonight. I also said that we had the holiday sales. We just went through Thanksgiving. And by the way, I hope everybody had a blessed, safe, and wonderful Thanksgiving with your families. I know we did. Gained a couple pounds. Of course, I'm back on my PFPB because of it. That's the one thing I love about PFPB. It's I go to these holiday times and I gain some weight like we all do because I eat and eat and I love it and it's great. But then I can get back on this product. And one of the things I enjoy most about PFPB, believe it or not, is not the weight loss. The weight loss is great. It's just what it does for me personally, how I feel. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I'm drinking it right now as we're doing this Zoom call is because it gives me energy, and it gives me more mental clarity. I just feel better. So again, I can't imagine what I'd be like without it because now I'm, like I said, I have to have this, at least once every day. And I think if anybody else has been using it like I have, you're going to be saying and seeing the same things as I am. Just tremendous results. So with that, the holiday sales, they were great. Matter of fact, so good that we've decided to do it again. We said we weren't going to have a Christmas sale, and we really were not, but we just had so much success with it. We said, you know what? We've got all these new product vendors, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have, and I don't know what day it's going to start yet, but we'll announce that next week. But we're going to have a Christmas sale as well. And all we're going to do on the Christmas sale, though, is introduce all of our new product suppliers and vendors, okay? So it won't be the stuff that we've had in the past, like the PFPB and the Acai Plus and Blaze and all those types of products. It'll be strictly all of our new product partners and their products. So again, that'll be kind of exciting and fun for everybody and just a little bit different. All right, next up, I want to share with you a little bit about what's going on in stage 3 of our beta launch. Everybody's been waiting for shopping commissions. Well, they're happening. As a matter of fact, that's going to be paid from the shopping from July through November will be paid next week. That means next week you'll actually get paid on any shopping that was done during this period of time during our pre-launch. Now remember, there hasn't been a lot of shopping because there hasn't been a lot of shopping and a lot of products available because we've pretty much been doing the products that we have on the monthly subscription with Cforth. But we've had some products up there and we've had people to be able to buy something. So now it's starting. Now it's really starting. Now you're going to start to see what it's going to be like moving forward as people are able to shop all the products they want every month. And then you watch that start to grow in your community pods as you get more and more people, more and more shopping going on. Again, it's just going to be something that's just going to grow and grow and grow. So we're excited. So that's happening next week. Also, everybody's been asking about smart dollars. When can I use my smart dollars? And then again, they're accruing in your back office, just like the shopping commissions have. So those will be available probably at the end of the month. It looks like everything will be programmed and finished. And remember, it's retroactive, so the money's not going anywhere. So then you'll have all those smart dollars that whatever you've acquired will be sitting in your back office for you to be able to use probably by January 1st. That's kind of what we're looking for, is to kind of kick off the smart dollars January 1st. And remember, this is a major project because what happens is These smart dollars have to be integrated into our shopping portal so that you can very seamlessly just go in and say, I want that product and I want to apply X amount of my shopping dollars to buying that product. Or if you want, you can use all your shopping dollars and buy whatever those dollars will allow you to buy. You can do that. But all that has to be built into this shopping portal moving forward. And of course, the most important thing is that as you're using those smart dollars, what's happening with them? Well, it's creating commissions again. And that's the beauty. Every time as your pods get bigger and more people in these pods, every time they're shopping, and of course they're using shopping, smart dollars, what's it doing? It's creating additional commissions that you're earning on every day, day after day, month after month, year after year. So again, that's the next thing that's up during the stage 3. And then the other thing that's happened I want to share with you tonight is what's going on with Smart Shopper Pros. We've increased the bundles. Remember when we first started, it was just 3. Now you have 5 choices to pick from. And the beauty of this, as of this next week, now it doesn't start yet, but on Monday, what you'll be able to do this coming Monday, moving forward, is you can literally go in and change what these bundles anytime you want. Every month you can go in and say, you know what, I want this bundle. Next month I want this bundle. Next month I want this bundle. So you always have the ability to change your monthly subscription to whatever you want that particular month. Some of you be like me, you might say, this is my product every month. I don't care. I want my PFPB. But others might say, well, I got enough PFP. I want to do something else. You'll be able to do that and change them anytime that you like. And the beauty of this is we're going to increase the number of bundles too. Now that won't happen until after the first of the year, but eventually we will get this to the point you can have all the bundles you want. In other words, you'll be able to just go look at products and say, I want to make my own bundle. You'll be able to do your own custom bundle every month. So again, that's in the works, but this is happening right now next week. So another thing that's now happening. You guys, it's amazing when you start thinking about what we've done in such a short period of time. And as a matter of fact, with that, what I'd like to do is give you my closing thoughts tonight. We're in the very end of, the third part of our 4-stage beta launch. And all this stuff is happening in pretty fast order. And what's amazing about this is everybody here is, again, I think everybody understands, you are in a very serious pre-launch of something that is going to be the future of shopping. I mean, this is going to be how the world's going to shop in the years to come. And you guys are at the forefront of it. You get to be at the very beginning. And for me, and I think it's the same way for everybody that's here right now, it's exciting because you're going to be able to share this thing. And remember, we've got some unbelievable things happening in stage 4 of our beta launch before we actually go to our official launch in February. But you're going to have everything you can imagine, every tool, all the products, a full-blown shopping portal. It's just going to grow and grow and grow. I mean, this is going to get so easy after our launch in February for people to build. I mean, I say us right now, as we're doing it, we have to tell people, hey, it's in a beta launch, but that's a good place to be because guess what? You get to be on that 11th ring and start your pods on that 11th ring, which the first 10 are filled, obviously, as we all know, but still to be there, oh my gosh, you can't even put a price tag on what that's going to mean in the coming years. So my closing thoughts are this. As I look around what's going on in the world today, and I'm one of the people myself that's just shocked by how much I'm now using this, is that AI is becoming part of everybody's everyday life. I use it all the time. It's an amazing tool. But here's the reality about what's going on with AI. It's not growing in just small amounts because of what it can accomplish and do. It has this exponential growth. And one of the things that's happening right now, which is scaring a lot of people, and maybe it should, is that AI is replacing jobs. Our economy is strong right now here in the United States, and very strong, but we have over 1 million people that have lost their jobs this past year to AI. Not because of the economy being weak, it's because AI is taking those jobs. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know for a fact because none of us really do, but my guess is if it's happened at this rate, it's going to get exponential. It's going to continue to grow. And I wouldn't be surprised if 30 to 40% of those people that are employed right now today, and I'm talking about whether you're an executive, it doesn't matter what, if you're just a middle manager, if you're in the service industry, it doesn't matter what you're doing right now. There's a pretty good chance. Now think about that. Pretty good chance your job's going to be replaced by AI. So what do you do then? What do you do? Well, if you didn't have one marketplace, I'd say you'd be in panic mode. You should be in panic mode because it's going to be harder and harder to go out and just find a job. So what people are going to need, but this is the timing. This is what we have here at One Marketplace. And you need to use this as part of the story you share because it's the truth. Part of the timing that we have here is that we're ahead of that curve. We're in a position where we can allow people to come in, join One Marketplace, and have a future income that'll be there for life. Something that'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. And guess what? As it gets bigger and bigger, how much are you going to work? Less and less and less. What kind of a job is that? Where you're making more and more, but you work less and less. Well, that's what you're going to have here at One Marketplace. And so I'm telling people right now, I say, why wouldn't you want to make sure that your future is secure? You don't have to worry about what's going to happen, whether you lose your job or you don't. Because when you love it, if one day somebody comes in, your boss comes in and tells you, hey, Bill, Sue, sorry, it's over. You no longer have a job here. And that's going to happen. But if you have One Marketplace now and it's building, you're going to go, you know what? I'm pretty good with that because I have a future. And that's what everybody does have. But my point is the whole world is looking at the same thing. So guys, if there ever was a time to talk to people about, hey, look, this is so simple, so easy, so fresh, so new, so different. And what is it? It's strictly about shopping your way to success. I mean, think about it. That's what you're doing here at One Marketplace. You're shopping your way to success. And when you can share that message with somebody, hey, how would you like to have a business where all you're going to do is shop your way to success? Now, who would say no to that? I don't know. Very few. I mean, try it. Just try that. Start sharing that and see what happens. If you say to somebody, how would you like to have an unbelievable opportunity, a business where all you had to do was shop your way to success? Would that interest you? And see what happens. I promise you people are going to be interested. And then when they take a look at what we're doing here at One Marketplace, they're going, oh my gosh, everything they're doing is a first. I mean, the community pods are a first. Smart dollars are a first. You know, the shopping portal and the way we do it with commissions is a first. Everything we're doing is so fresh and so new and so different. Who wouldn't want to be here, particularly at the foundation stages? So with that, I'm going to suggest that maybe this week you try that. Share that message with a few people. How would you like to have a business where you shop your way to success? And if they say, well, that would be interesting, then just send them your videos, send them your links, let them start looking at what we're doing here at One Marketplace. With that, I'll say goodbye. God bless. See you next week. Remember, recognition next week, and a new product partner as well. Good night, everybody.